showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Takes this for 3 to the 29.
Dolphin ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Miami.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
First down, here's Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Minshew sets to throw.
It's over! It's over!
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Thompson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Jaguars.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Dolphins 6.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Parker, incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He's got it to Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Dolphins.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, he'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well,
and that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by...
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought
Give
down
him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Kyle Van Noy on the...
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1st and goal.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the handoff, Armstead at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They'll come out in the pistol. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars get a score closer. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
That's the score. Dolphins 23, Jaguars 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Tua to try again on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. On first down, Tagovailoa. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Westbrook.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Minshew on 1st and 10. Minshew going to be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams.
14.
As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give it back to Armstead. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Minshew. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Tua now on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down, Armstead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. On first down, again, they go with Armstead. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
It's on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Minshew. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Dolphins 23. Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to lay one up deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Can't get away, and he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to air one in. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Brought in over the middle by Grant.
Tagovailoa's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Grant.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards the pickup, first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards the pickup there.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
7 yards there and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Down, Jaguars.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but it'll be 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
The Dolphins.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. If you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw it. Minshew. His throw incomplete.
Minshew's.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew with the Jags. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Jaguars.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Minshew and Chark on the hook up their 1st down, Jacksonville. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. He's got Thompson here, complete.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Hand off to Thompson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good.
10 more there and another first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. This is Thompson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A gain of 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
5-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
Second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third and short.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Now Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. But they'll clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They give it here to Thompson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This to almost certainly win the football game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. To throw is Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A 43-yard attempt.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime,
it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At their own 36-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll hand to Armstead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A gain of 6 there on first. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Armstead on the carry. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
On the tackle.
They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you until they...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.